And I could sit on that image thing and spend this whole time, because we will need to ask you, whose image is on you? 8. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. 27. And God created man in his own image, and the emphasis there is own. It advertises that at the point where God was creating man, there were many possible images. And I want you to be afraid, because one of your battles around the reality of images will be to sustain the image of God. If you have participated in organized racing, you will understand that there are multiple lanes on a race course. In mastery or mastering how to run, you will first need to learn how to run fast. 2, you will need to learn how to run lawfully. And lawful racing requires that you run within your own assigned lane. Are you with me? So that in case you have not well mastered speed, if 5 individuals finish ahead of you, that's the law of racing, and we find out that none of them finished in their assigned lanes, their positions will be rendered vacant, and the man who came up as 6th will be first, because 2 things are tested. 1 is that you run well, or that you run fast. 2 is that you run well. Are you with me? Good. So I'm saying that the Bible emphasized that God created man in his own image. It's to advertise to us foundationally that the errand of man is built into the sustenance of that image, which is the image of God. Every time the image that you bear is altered, the errand of God suffers a shipwreck. And I could sit on that image thing and spend this whole time, because we will need to ask you, whose image is on you? A time came when the disciples had to come around, they had to finalize perspectives on a particular issue. Some people came, the Pharisees, and inquired of Jesus as to the legitimacy of paying royalties or paying taxes, that's the word, to Caesar. So Jesus answered them, knowing that they wanted to trap him. He answered them this way. He said, whose image is on that coin? And because Caesar's image was on the coin, now the popular statement was vocalized: give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Caesar's image on the coin shows that the coin belongs to Caesar. So do not deprive Caesar of what belongs to him, but it also encourages or instructs to give unto the Lord what is the Lord's. Caesar's coin, reiterated by his image on the coin, is supposed to be used for the service of Caesar. If the image of God, therefore, is what is on you, it means that you are designed to serve only, somebody say only the purposes of God. If you begin to serve a purpose in secret or in the open, that is deviated from the purposes of God, you become criminalized even if you are not informed. And the ground of criminality will be that you possessed an image and then you now deployed your allegiance, which is built into the image on you, in another direction. If he put his image on you, then you will serve his purpose. So when we see people who make a practice of an existence that is deviated from the will of God, we may need to ask them whose image is on you. Because the reason why we are correcting you to change your ways is that we think that God's image is still on you. If you have altered the image, then it's normal that you serve whoever has his image on you. So help me ask your neighbor, whose image is on you? Because it looks as if you have found a way to flip your images. If you've watched James Bond movies, James Bond's vehicles have many plate numbers. So if he kills somebody there now, you see those his cars, instantly he flips his plate number, and when the police come looking for who committed the crime, he drives past them because their eyes are fixated on the plate number. It looks as if some people have also mastered to flip plate numbers. That if we see you in church, it's God's image. And once you get out of that gate, you flip. And then we are wondering, maybe somebody may even be in the choir like that. That when he sings in church, how great is our God? How great is his name? You know the song? He is the greatest God, and forever the same. He rolled back the waters of the mighty Red Sea. He says, I will lead you, only trust in me. And you think that's the only thing the person knows how to sing. But when you take a walk on this road and something is jamming from a sound system, this person subconsciously enters the rhythm. You know, there are times that you need to catch yourself dancing before you know that you are dancing. You didn't even know that you were flowing. It means that the sound has a sensor inside you. If I want you to stand up and I point a TV remote at you and I press it, you will be sitting down. It does not indicate that the remote control is dead. It just means that there is no sensor in you as to be able to receive those signals and respond. So when a sound that is not of Zion, I know you are musically inclined, I am too. But if I shake my head to a secular sound, I go for retreat. Because it means that successfully the enemy has deposited something that can respond to him. My sheep hear my voice. I know them. They follow me. Jesus added that the stranger they will not follow. And it's not because they will struggle not to follow him. It's that the voice of the stranger they do not know. It means once you become the sheep of the Christ, that thing that gives you that facility that makes the sounds of the enemy discernible is killed inside you. If the enemy broadcasts something, it's as though you didn't hear it. Let me use another mundane example. How many of you studied physics? You know that your lenses can see light, and light is also a wave, right? Why is it that you cannot see ultraviolet rays? Can you see with your eyes, Tolu? Everybody is wearing an anti-UV lens now. But you've not seen UV before. Some of you who work on computers, you use anti-Blu-ray lenses, right? How many of you have seen the Blu-ray before? The fact that you cannot see does not mean that they do not exist. It just means that they exist at a frequency that your eyes is not powered to discern. There are phone signals in this atmosphere If you look at your phone, you'll find out that there's network, but your eyes cannot see network. If you begin to see it, you are in trouble. You must be a mutant. It's as simple as that. If vulgar talk is being spoken and your heart tickles, you are in trouble. It means that an installation process is on. Another image is being worked. And before it perfects its work and vulgar talk becomes immoral activity, what do you do? What do they do to downloads that you don't want? You abort it. You quickly abort it. Sometimes you can remove a cable or give me back my scripture. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he, God, him. Male and female created he, God, them. So the image and the likeness of God, or let me put it as scripture put it, the image of God is not gender sensitive. It means the image is not physical. Are you with me? The image is not physical. It's spiritual. How do I know that? In John chapter 4, the Bible introduces God to us. It says that God is spirit. And so if what you have is the image of one who is spirit, it means that the image is also spiritual. It pertains to a spirit. Verse 28 is where I'm going to. And God blessed them. Somebody say God blessed them. And God blessed them. The first question will be, who did God bless? Anybody? Who did God bless? The pronoun here is not new in this discourse. Where did we start discussing them? Verse what? So what was the them that he created in 27? Male and female. So who did God bless here? So foundationally, one from scriptures, the first experience that you come into by your gender existence, listen to me well, Satan is more intentional than many of us, is the experience of the blessing. And God blessed them. It means there are only two possible genders that carry the blessing. Are you with me? I know there are 21, but only two carry the possibility of being blessed. Don't be tempted. If you are feeling strange, get help. Are you with me? It is rebellious existence, and it's existence that is anti the blessing, because God was specific about the objects of his blessing. He blessed them. Male and female created he them. In essence, what God created is what he blessed.